Season 1, Episode 3, Spittin' Tiddies,
with Jenny.
and unfun Melissa.
Here we are today. That's her. So my car died. Caught on fire.
Fire.
Transmission burned up. Fire underneath.
How did that happen? Did you make it home last week?
I made it home barely. I only had 3 gears. It only did first, second, and third, and there was no reverse. So
You couldn't back out.
not back out. So anyway, now that car's dead.
What did you do with it?
It's sitting in a parking lot somewhere.
Did you just leave it?
No. Try to get
Did you tow it?
trailered it, yeah.
Trailered it.
So anyway, I don't have to worry about getting stuck anymore. So Napa,
Still call us.
still call us because we like cars and things.
That was the confirmation ding from the universe. Speaking of, happy full moon.
Yes, it's a full.
It's a full
pink moon.
pink moon. And Venus is now out of the microwave.
What does that mean?
It's too complicated to get into here, and I don't think anyone really cares about my weird witchy shit.
I do.
Yeah, well,
So yesterday was Safety Day at the drop zone.
yeah.
Do you have any thoughts to share about Safety Day?
I never have thoughts about Safety Day. I feel very safe, and I'm excited for the skydiving season.
I am too, and I like the new owners. Chris, Ian, Rich, shout out, Scott Daniels,
Skydive Danielson.
and Sunshine Factory. Thank you for the swag.
Swag.
No, it's swag.
It's a new word,
The
swag.
Minnesotans say it. Sorry.
Yeah, it was good to see everybody. I was completely overstimulated as usual.
There's a lot of catching up like a family reunion. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, all of the misfits were there.
I was drained by the end of the day.
Yeah, I left. I don't know how you stayed so late. I had to bail
I had
out.
to get the tea.
So do we have any tea we want to talk about? Or is that
Yeah.
tea for Spittin' Tiddies After Dark?
Tea. There's one tea. Prince Albert. You know what that is?
The piercing?
Yeah. Have you ever seen one?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever fucked one?
No, I have not.
Because I was wondering, like,
It was more of a curiosity. I wanted. Yeah, I just saw it.
I've never seen it.
I don't even think I touched it, honestly.
Never seen it. And just okay, this is my question. Does pee come out the hole where the piercing is? Can it? Right? Technically.
No, I don't really understand the anatomy of the piercing. Like
through the urethra.
I know, but I don't know like how it. I didn't spend a lot of time figuring it out. I just was like, oh my god,
I've
you
never
really
seen
did
one.
that.
I've never seen one.
So how did that come up, and who has it?
I'm not gonna share who had one, but it was someone at the drop zone.
Oh.
Interesting conversation.
Yeah, we'll take that offline because I definitely need to know. So this week I almost died.
How did you almost die?
Do you know CPR?
I used to. Are you supposed to do like
Staying alive, yeah. So I also know like first aid and the Heimlich maneuver and all of that stuff. Going back to how I almost died, because it's not the first time. I choked on shredded mini wheats.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is it not moist enough?
No, I eat them dry because I'm unfun.
It's like bales of hay.
Yeah, they're so good. They're so good. Well, one went down the wrong pipe, and then the next thing I know, I was literally on the floor. Like I could breathe. So I knew I
How
wasn't.
did you get it out?
I just coughed until I gagged.
Did you throw up?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But it's the second time. So once when I was young, I choked on a piece of corned beef, which is disgusting. I don't eat red meat anymore, but my mom had to do the Heimlich on me, and it like shot across the room.
Me with steak.
Really?
Yeah, same thing.
Who did the Heimlich? Your mom?
My dad. I was on the kitchen floor and went flying out.
It's so scary. And then the second time, I was in Ireland. I had been drinking all week. I was eating dry toast for breakfast, and I choked. And I was around a bunch of people, but rather than make a scene, I got up, not being able to breathe, ran out of the room, and threw myself onto like a wingback chair. and the piece of toast went flying, and I fell on the floor. Should we speak in terms of meters?
Yeah, I guess
Since
it was.
it was about a meter, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
Yeah. But it was a lot. So, yeah, almost died.
I'm glad you're alive,
Wait,
Melissa.
thanks, me too.
I'm so happy.
It might be a little dramatic. I didn't really almost die.
So, on the first episode, we talked about icks,
Yeah.
and one of the
Tank
icks was
tops.
tank tops.
Mm.
Here's another question: is this an ick? So in college, like there's this what? One time at band camp. No, in college there was like someone I found attractive that I liked or whatever, but then I found out he had a one-night stand with a skank. Does that turn that person into an ick for you?
Say that again. He had a one-night stand with a
A
skank.
skank. And I found out who the skank was, and then I thought, ooh, do you still pursue that person then or not? This
What
was
if
in
the
college.
roles were reversed? What if you were the crush and he found out you had had a one-night stand with a skank? How would you feel about that?
I don't know.
I mean, we all make questionable decisions.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a questionable decision.
do you
but
know?
Does
Did
it
you?
nullify the whole like, oh, he's what? Like, take him off the list.
I need
now.
more. I need more information. Do you know the skank? Look, we're sex
This-
positive. I don't. This is not meant to be
College.
insulting.
I mean, I knew of her, but I didn't really know her.
Is she like
But she-
in your
She was a tramp,
orbit?
but she was a tramp. So then, does that?
Like, is that? I hate using that label though, because who cares? Like, that's her decision.
But does that take away from the interest in the person?
If he made that decision,
made that
probably.
decision. That's what I'm
probably,
trying to get
yeah,
at.
yeah. I would judge that probably.
Is it wrong to judge it? I mean, I've made stupid decisions my whole life.
I think wrong and right in that situation is complicated.
It's a personal choice.
Does it represent a pattern of behavior?
Oh, good point.
Was it truly just one time? Or was it, like...
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, stop pursuing that person because it gave me an ick.
Yeah.
Because it was an interest in someone that I thought was really icky.
What about socks with sandals?
That's an ick.
What if they're Birkenstocks?
Ick.
Interesting. What about black socks versus white socks? What about crew socks versus ankle socks?
Crew socks. Crew socks are in now.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
ankle and not
Well, the ankle
socks.
socks indicate that
Right.
you're a millennial.
Tall socks today.
Oh, me too.
Just burning off the trees.
Oh, speaking of, what did we do today, Jenny?
We just left.
We just left our new winter activity and it was so fun and I'm so excited.
Nutmeg Curling Club in Bridgeport.
Bridgeport, Connecticut, Nutmeg Curling Club. Holla. We love you guys.
Love you guys. We learned a new sport and
We're naturals.
We're taking it to the Olympics.
Yeah, we are. Well, first we're gonna take it to like the amateur league next fall.
Was it easier or harder than you thought?
I knew I was gonna be amazing.
I knew you were too.
It was so fun. It was
fun.
really
There's a lot of skill and precision, like when to release that stone.
And how hard to sweep. I just like the yelling.
The sweeping is a workout.
Yeah,
too.
it's
Like,
good.
I was breathless.
Yeah.
We're turning people on now.
Yeah, we are also at an unnamed coffee shop that
Unnamed. We're not going to show you.
Because we're not getting free shit here. Definitely not.
But if you sponsor us, like Sunshine Factory, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey,
Or Oakley, hey.
we'll wear your stuff.
Curling, I really enjoyed. There are a lot of interesting terms, and I don't remember. There's the house, which is the bullseye.
Bullseye. There's
there-
the hog line.
The hog line, which is
You can't cross that line when you're throwing a stone.
right. And on the other end, the stone has to go past the
That
hog
hog
line to be in play.
Otherwise, it's dead.
Yeah, like a lamb.
Like a dead hog. So next November, we're going to join the curling club
Yeah,
and do that in the winter.
yeah,
It's great winter activity.
yeah. Everyone seems really fun. which
Yeah.
is going to be tough for me to fit in.
And it's all ages. Why? Because they're fun. You'll fit in.
Yeah, they're also kind of quirky, which fits.
That fits us.
Yeah,
Because that's the same as skydiving.
yeah,
Quirky, weird people.
yeah. So it's yeah, I think it's good. I think between dipping and curling,
We got our winter covered.
yeah, I might go skiing too if
Uh,
we get snow.
We don't get enough snow here. So I'm trying to think what else is on my agenda today.
I have a mouse in my house.
You have a mouse
I-
problem.
It's not.
Once you find one mouse,
Well,
you know they're
that's
all
it.
over
So
the place.
so I live in the woods. It's an ongoing like. It's just a constant struggle to keep the woods from retaking my house. It's just that's what happens.
Oh yeah,
when you live in the
you told me you
woods.
have the tree man.
Yeah, it's just it's constant.
Or
So
like looking hot for the tree man.
yeah, I had strategic camel toe is the term trademarked. Um
Putting your goods to use.
yeah. It works. So yeah, so now I also have a mouse guy that comes out once a quarter and he does all the stuff I don't want to do.
Is he hot?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not. But we like solve the problem and then there's like another infiltration point. It's just they are I don't know why they want to get in my house. They're not in the living part of my house. I just hear them in the attic. So this week it was right over my bed. I heard it in the attic. Like
a little squitching.
I heard it sounded like a crocodile. Like it sounded so big, but I know it's just a little mouse and it's all telegraphing through.
Better than a rat. Can you imagine the rat?
Oh yeah. So I'm screaming at the
Oh.
mouse from my bed, like just go the fuck to sleep. My favorite children's novel. So the mouse guy's coming back this week. I also had a plumbing malfunction this week. I had the
Wow,
plumbers
you're
in my
like-
house. Yeah,
Tippy
Again,
Tiddies.
yeah.
Melissa.
Yeah. I almost took a very cold shower because the igniter on my boiler went.
Showers are good for you though. You know.
Yeah, but I not like I wanted to I need to wash my hair, you know.
Fair,
It's a whole
fair
thing.
enough.
So yeah, it's been a adult week of homeowner bullshit.
It's not fun.
No, and then just
It makes a condo sound really appealing.
but I think you're still responsible for the shit in your condo.
Maybe.
Like I have not touched the outside of my house. Like my neighbors are out liming and fertilizing and doing blowing and
I don't care what the lawn looks like, frankly. Because I don't want to be home enough. I mean, I like home,
yeah.
but I don't want to be like stagnant enough to like care about how my lawn looks.
The only thing I do, I weed until I find a night crawler and then I stop weeding for the year and I mow the lawn and I get mowing anxiety in the summer.
Do you have a push mower or run
Yeah,
on?
I have a push mower. It's self-propelled. Yeah, no, I love it. I love mowing the lawn. And now that I work from home, it's much more flexible. Like I can just pop outside for an hour and mow. But yeah, there's a lot of sticks in my yard that need picking up.
I love to do that.
You do? Come over.
Yes, I build a big fire, and the fire is the incentive. I want to
Oh, I don't want
feed
a
the
fire. I don't want a fire.
pick up the sticks.
I don't want a
I like
fire.
fire.
What else? Oh, I also changed my water filters. I have an
Yeah.
iron filter. Yeah. Listen, I am an independent woman.
I know, and I love that about
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I don't need no man
Well, unless you're 6 foot or over.
and an astronaut or a
Okay.
pilot. Yeah. Maybe not for I'll take that for a spin.
Back on the space things like last week.
I love space. I was thinking about how the dating thing and how like I don't date. I'm not looking to date formally. Like I think I don't have enough time in my schedule for that to be like a
Busy.
hobby. So I just like do the shit I do and then I'm usually minding my own business and then much like space, like an asteroid just like slams into me and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like I have to who are you? Like what are you about? And then generally I just send them on their way.
Yeah, life is easier, unencumbered, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, yes, yes.
I can do anything I want, anytime I want. I do miss having a dog though.
Me
Like I liked being encumbered by a pet.
I do too, but I have to say during skydiving season, hopeful not to have that
Oh,
because then I have to
yeah.
worry about.
Yeah,
I know some people bring their dogs to the drop zone, but I I love that. I love when Alicia brings Goose.
Goose.
Oh, our favorite boy.
We love you, Goose.
Shout out to Goose.
That's, Goose, are you listening? But yeah, for me, being a single parent is very
it's hard.
difficult.
Then you always have to worry about, oh my God, do I have to run home? Do I have to run home?
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about that.
And I've never not had a dog. My dog died during COVID, and I I always think about getting another one, but with my travel schedule,
You travel a lot.
yeah. So then I was thinking, like, what if I got a cat? Because then it would help with the mice. But you can't. Like, my mom has cats, and the cats don't hunt; they just play with them.
I had a cat that would catch the mice.
Would they leave them on your pillow? Because that's the other thing I don't.
No, they just like kill them and play with them, and I'd find them in the house.
Yeah. I did ask the mouse guy because I don't want a litter box, and because I live in the woods, I think putting a cat outside is not
No,
great.
I agree.
Could I get a house snake? So a snake,
Oh my God.
A
I'd never
snake-
come in here.
a snake that lives in the walls and just eats the
Disgusting.
mice, but he said that snakes don't eat enough to like actually
Uh,
help. So
If I saw a snake, I would burn the house down.
I would need multiple snakes
I would burn the house down if there was a snake in my
in your house.
Yeah, I would burn it down.
What about, like, that's the other concern, is what if the snake crawls in bed to get
Ugh.
warm, and then you wake up with like,
Snakes are my
Snaky.
biggest fear.
yeah, we talked about that.
I know.
What about heights?
Height?
Heights.
Fear?
Yeah, like afraid of heights.
I am afraid of height.
Are you afraid of heights, or are you afraid of edges?
Edges.
Yeah,
I
me too.
remember going up to the Statue of Liberty. You know, you go up the stairs, walk out, and I looked over and I flipped out and I had to walk around the whole thing with my back to the wall because I was so freaked out.
Yeah, because you're afraid of the edge.
The edge. I
Yeah.
never thought of it that way, but you're right.
Yeah, it's not the
Yeah.
heights.
Or
The
the
other,
edge of a roof or anything like that.
the other thing I saw this week, so I actually went to college with someone who is now an astronaut. Yeah, it's not, but anyway, he had this quote about he's afraid of gravity, not heights. So like when you're out in space and you're like, oh my God, I'm so high, but like there's no gravity, it's
True.
not scary.
Well, it was our conversation last week. Gravity, like having babies in space or whatever. Like, how does that work? I still want answers, NASA.
Yeah, I feel like maybe there's just less pressure, but pain is still pain.
Oh, that's true.
And I have no reference for that. That's
Yeah.
not being a mom.
Okay, space.
The final frontier.
Final frontier. Take us up.
What was your first job?
Very first job was my very first job was of course babysitting, and I got my first real job the summer I turned 16. I became a nanny for a single man. Do you believe my parents let me do that? I lived with a single man.
You were a live-in nanny?
a nanny in St. Paul, Minnesota. And
Was that near where you lived?
no, it was over an hour away from where
Wait,
I lived.
why was he single?
He was divorced,
And he had the kid.
and he had the kids.
Interesting.
And would you let a 16-year-old daughter go live with a single man?
No, I feel like that's,
Can't
I've
believe my
heard
parents let
either
me.
news stories or like porn plots that
it
start
was
that way.
bad. But it was my first. I mean, it was fine. He was a perfectly nice person, but I didn't know anything about being a nanny. So I go in, and there was a male nanny who was just leaving, and he invited me in. I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" You know, he shows me around the house, and then he proceeds to sit on the couch and smoke weed for the rest of the day.
Is then the old or the nanny you were
I was on his
replacing?
way out. So I joined him, and meanwhile, I have no idea where these freaking kids are.
How old were the kids?
Oh gosh, 5 and 3,
Oh
maybe?
gosh.
They're maybe 5 and 3. That was bad, right?
I mean,
I learned to be a good nanny, but that was
at
my very
16.
beginning. That was the very beginning. And then I want to go out and like party in Minneapolis, so I went through his list of babysitters and called the babysitter so I could go out. So the nanny called the
Wait,
babysitter.
The babysitter hired a babysitter?
Yes.
Did he know?
Yes, he came home and had to pay the babysitter because I was out.
Did you get in trouble?
No.
Did you have your own bedroom? I think
Yes,
it's.
I had my own bedroom.
Wait, was it over the summer?
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
summer
so the
job.
kids were home from
It was a
school because I
summer
was like, what did you do about
summer job.
school? He didn't have an issue with a 16-year-old living with him?
No?
Did he have a pool?
No.
Hmm. I'm trying to figure out what that angle is. That's weird. Like, I
It
don't
is
think that
weird.
that's allowed now.
No, now I don't think it would be. What was your first job?
I was a lifeguard.
In the sun
Yeah, in the sun.
with the Death Star shining
Yeah, I
down on
was
you.
tan and my hair was blonde.
Never seen
Yeah.
her tan in my
I'll
life.
see if I can find some photos.
Yeah, we've talked about the college photos.
Yeah.
We have to dig out some of those college photos.
Yeah. And then do what with them?
I don't know. We could put them online and people could laugh.
They might be interested.
Drinking like Boone's Farm.
Oh my god, I used to put vodka in Boone's Farm.
Because Boone's Farm wasn't strong.
Right, well, I wanted to be sure I was gonna get drunk.
And the keg parties and all that.
Yeah, keg races.
What's a keg race?
We would, I went to a school that was mostly men. So all of the girls would get together one spring weekend and we get quarter barrels, right? Those are like the
I don't
It's
remember.
it's half of a half barrel, and there would be like 5 or 6 of us on a team. So there were the hockey girls, the soccer girls, and we would race to finish the kegs.
How long did it take?
Not very long.
Wow.
It took maybe like 30 minutes.
Were you good at beer bongs?
Yeah, we talked about
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I was good at beer bongs.
Yeah.
We were talking about the German thing that I never figured out.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I need to do research on that.
No, my screen name was Funnel Chick because I was really good at
How
funneling.
funny. I like to hang out with the guys and play pool and darts
Yeah, I played
I didn't like the girl.
shuffleboard.
because girls are catty. Is that bad?
I don't think so.
Guys were more straightforward.
Yeah, they were very easy. And I don't mean easy. I mean, they were
No.
easy, but like they were
Chill.
just, yeah, there was not a lot of bullshit with them. They
Yeah.
were dumb. You knew how to I knew how to work within
Yeah.
that world. No, the girls that I had, the friends that I had in college, the girlfriends were like a lot like me.
One fraternity got a hot tub and put it in their front yard.
Wait, like a real hot tub or did they
yeah,
make
it was
one?
a real hot tub. They had it delivered for the weekend, and we stayed in it literally all weekend long. No, it had to be during the week because I remember skipping classes. I
To
never
sit in the hot
to
tub?
sit in the hot tub like for 24 hours.
That's so bad for
And
you.
one of my friends got blood poisoning from being in the hot tub.
I feel like that.
They had the red wine.
Did she get pregnant in the hot tub?
No, she just got blood poisoning.
Let's see.
Can you get pregnant?
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we talked about hot.
Yeah, there was a fraternity where I went to school. They made a hot tub.
Well, I've heard people doing that, like
And-
in the back of a pickup truck or.
Yeah, I don't remember much about the details other than I did get in it, which seems unlikely that I would do that now.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's disgusting.
My frontal lobe was not connected.
No, it's disgusting the amount of stuff, whether it was
But I think that's why I don't get sick.
in there
well-
or whatever. I mean, seriously.
I was just thinking people
disgusting.
pissing in the hot
Well,
tub.
that too.
That-
And
that's
there's
more
beer,
likely.
There was all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah.
There. Ick.
Yeah, that's an ick.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, fraternity
don't
hot
go
tub.
in a fraternity hot tub ever.
And then touch your eyes.
But she had to be in the hospital for a bunch of days because of it. Because she got blood poisoning.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Did she have a cut?
She must have had a cut. I don't know. Don't go in random hot tubs.
Yeah, speaking of blood, but not poisoning, I did donate blood last week.
I'm so proud of you.
My iron was perfect,
Good.
but I was moderately dehydrated because I did go to hot yoga before, so my pint time was well above what I
What
usually.
does that mean?
So I make everything into a competition because I'm crazy. I've been trying to get a sub 6-minute pint, so my donation time. This time it was north of 10 minutes. Yeah, I was
Some
dehydrated.
Water beforehand.
Well, maybe not go to
You're
yoga.
not going to yoga for
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. But I feel good about saving
Yeah,
lives.
I'm proud of you.
Maybe you,
I'm an organ donor, but I've never donated blood.
have you donated an organ?
No, but if I was like
Sa-
in a car crash,
Same.
dead, like take every part of
Everything,
me,
yeah.
take everything and use it.
My mom donated her kidney
To whom?
to a woman she worked with.
Really?
Yeah.
That was very kind of her.
Right?
I mean, I don't know if I could do that.
She,
I know you only need one kidney, but
yeah.
geez, wow.
But she saved I mean, it sounds dramatic to say, but she saved her
But
life.
she did.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's, you know, do good things, people. Go out there and
And put organ donor on your driver's
yeah.
license. It's easy.
Yeah, take whatever you can take if you can use it.
Yeah, that's how I am.
I have really high cholesterol, so I don't know if my organs are good.
That's funny because you're slim. You're
Yeah,
big.
it has nothing to do with it's genetics.
Oh, okay.
I get really down on my like look, if my one imperfection, well actually two, I have really bad eyesight and I have high cholesterol.
Bad ice.
It's
Glass?
I wear contacts, yeah.
No.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
How do you, like when you're skydiving, how do you read your altimeter? I mean, can you read it? Are you
Yeah.
wearing your contacts?
Yeah.
And they don't come out when you're skydiving?
No, once they did.
They come out when because I wear contacts just skydiving for
Yeah.
8 hours. And the wind gets in my helmet and blows them out.
Oh. No, one time one popped out because I had my eggplant onesie on. And the head of the eggplant was behind my head and it created like that weird wind burble and like the wind got into my helmet and got my contact lens off. And there's a picture floating around out there and I look like I'm winking, but it's because my contact came out and you can see it stuck to the inside of my visor.
That's where I find them, stuck to the inside.
Yeah, so it was fine until landing and I was using like one camera to land because I had one eye closed. And I was like, oh, this is not gonna go well. But it was fine.
Excited to start jumping?
I haven't really thought about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? Still in winter mode?
Yeah, well,
we
it
just got-
snowed
We
yesterday.
just got done curling at
Yeah.
5 in an ice arena that's 40 degrees.
Yeah, and it's windy and it's muddy and I'm looking forward to like a good 72-degree sunny day.
I agree.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be away a lot this summer, so
What am I gonna do?
you're going to have to find other fun friends.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I have my notes.
At least someone else knows.
No, and I was like, so my first job was a lifeguard, and I went down this like rabbit hole of thinking about my lifeguarding career, and it didn't last. It was like 3 years. I was a lifeguard in the summer, and I used to leave my bag behind the lifeguard chair, like my big duffel bag with all my stuff, and brought my bag home, threw it on I had a waterbed. We can talk about waterbeds in a second. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Threw it on my waterbed and then went away like for the weekend. And I came back and ants had colonized my bed. I think I brought the queen home. And it was a sea of moving, not the little teeny tiny sugar ants. It was like the big, I didn't sleep in my bed for weeks.
So did your mom buy you a waterbed when you were a kid or something?
So
like, mommy, I want a waterbed.
my parents had a waterbed. And I think I'm kind of triangulating because I don't really remember. I was young. I think my dad had a bad back and he couldn't sleep in the waterbed anymore. And much like me, my dad didn't turn the heat on in the house and I had the cold bedroom over the garage. So they said, oh, let's give Melissa the waterbed. And now I think as a homeowner, would I ever have a waterbed? And the answer is fuck no.
Why? Because
It's just like
weight of the water.
Well, it's not even the weight of the water, it's the volume of the water, like in a living space.
Yeah,
It just seems so like what? I mean, it was really nice to lay on a warm sack of water.
Was it comfortable? Because they can be hard. Like if you slap a waterbed, it's like
You had to burp the waterbed?
Yeah.
Um,
you had
I
sex on a waterbed?
no, because I was a kid.
Oh,
I don't think I ever had.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
How was it?
Great.
I wonder if it's like Sex in Space.
It really adds to the emotion.
Really?
Yeah, I was fascinated. This is
If anybody out there that's 6 feet and above
Has a
has a
waterbed.
waterbed, call me.
No,
I have questions.
and why did waterbeds go out? Like they were popular for so long.
There used to be entire stores dedicated to waterbeds.
Now there aren't.
Do you
Where
think
did they go?
do you think if you go to like not 1-800 mattress, but like aren't there still mattress stores, like Mattress Firm?
I don't know.
We're not mentioning businesses
No,
unless
it's not
unless you're
that.
sponsored. But if I go there, do they have like a waterbed
Oh,
section?
I doubt it. I don't think there's a high demand for waterbeds anymore.
Are they gonna come back like
Like high-waisted jeans?
or low-waisted jeans?
Maybe.
Maybe I'll be on the forefront of the waterbed craze.
Yeah.
Oh, I could put one in my basement.
That's a safe place to put it. Then if
Yeah.
you get a leak, it's in your basement.
Yeah, like just like this week.
Yeah.
There's water on the floor.
Perfect. I'll come spend the night on your waterbed.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Not with you. Exactly.
I'll just rent out the waterbed.
Hourly.
Hourly? You guys want to experience
Ew.
the 70s in my basement? I've
Get
got
some lava lamps and some
I'd be
beads.
sitting shag carpeting.
Shade.
Shag.
Yeah,
Shag.
Shade carpeting.
I don't know, Jenny, do you have anything else?
I don't. I don't really.
No.
I feel like it was a very busy weekend. I was at the drop zone Friday for our first jump class refresher, and then safety day yesterday, and curling today. And now I feel like I just need to rest.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm there.
I'm there.
I'm there. I'm gonna go climb into my sarcophagus for a nap.
That's how she sleeps.
Yeah, I used to think that I slept like a vampire until I went to Egypt, and then I saw that I actually sleep like a pharaoh.
Now, here's a question. When you sleep on your back, do you snore?
I do not snore.
When I sleep on my back, I wake myself up because I snore. I breathe out of my mouth and go on my
I
back.
did the only time. Well, actually, I don't think I've never been told that I snore. Sometimes I talk.
In your sleep?
Yeah.
Do you remember anything you say?
No, I don't even remember it happening. But when I get acupuncture, I have snorted myself like awake.
Yeah, I do that.
I'm like,
Before. I've done that too. I got piggies in my bed.
oh, we're good. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go climb into the sarcophagus and take a little nappy nap, a little dirt nap, a little disco nap.
Not a dirt nap. That's the big
Oh,
nap.
is that the big sleep?
That's the big sleep.
Oh,
We're not doing
And I'm also not doing it. Actually, I'm not a napper.
Occasionally I will.
If I nap, it's going to I'm going to bed. I can't wake myself up. Like I'll take a 20-minute nap and it turns into 16 hours.
20 minutes is the perfect. Did you know that's the perfect?
Yeah, that's a
length?
disco nap.
Yeah.
But
disco.
then because you take a little disco nap before you go to the disco.
Oh, I didn't. Disco's coming back now too. Where have I been? Under a rock.
Yeah, 20 minutes is supposed to be perfect, but I panic about like, oh, I wonder how many minutes it's been. I'm still not asleep.
Oh, yeah. You can't shut your mind off.
No. That's why I meditate.
I do too.
And medicate.
I've been meditating at night, like a sleep meditation, and I fall asleep in the first 5 minutes of a 20-minute meditation.
Oh, I leave them on. I have like 4-hour ones, and I wake up sometimes, and I'm like, oh wow, we're still talking.
Wow,
you're still going, girl. Awesome.
So, do we want to wrap this up for today?
Yeah, I think so. We have long drives ahead of us.
Anything exciting going on this week?
No, just working. I think. Yeah.
Tomorrow might be nice. I might sneak out and try to go for a skydive tomorrow.
I have to drive to Maine for work.
Ooh.
It's fine.
For the day?
Yeah, I drive 3.5 hours for like a 20-minute meeting and then I come back.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Listen to a good book or something.
I can listen to Spittin Tiddies.
Podcast, yeah.
As a podcast girly. Anyway, it's been great seeing you, Jenny. I've got a lot of Jenny time this weekend.
I know. We've had a fun weekend. I'm exhausted. I'm peopled out.
Yeah.
My social battery is pretty much dead now.
Yeah. Yeah. And according to Garmin, my body battery is also dead. This freaking watch. Yeah.
Final thoughts?
Wear sunscreen.
Hydrate.
Yeah. Peace out.
Peace out.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye.